about CHPS compounds in the Kpandai constituency. The Honorable Minister at the time provided some assurances for CHPS compounds in Bigangum, Bignali, Bola, Kabeso, Kapene, Samboli, Chakori, Balai, Konjaga, Konjado, Takinado, Leseni, Balung, Sikakura, Eyadima Kura, and Infemado. The residents of this community should forgive me if I butchered the names of their communities. But Honorable Minister, your update on this, please.
Thank you very much. Let me commend the Honorable Daniel Salawapa for this question. And I'm doing so because usually once you ask the question like this, then you put these communities on the ministry's radar. Honorable Chair, let me be very frank with you that the number of projects that we have in our bosom as I speak are enormous already. We've had a program for cheap compounds, so there are many members of parliament who bear witness that their communities have benefited from some cheap compounds. But we admit that there's a request for more. And what I can say is that usually it is when some sign of funding being allocated for cheap compounds, it is when we get a signal that we ask our technical men to move into the districts. And this for two reasons. The work to do assessments, get figures, put them in themselves, comes with some investments. So if you've not gotten the funds, you are careful to go into them, otherwise you might not have what you need. And then secondly, when you are an MP and you see men from Ministry of Health having come to assess your communities, the impression you get is that the work is starting soon. So sometimes, although we have the resources to send them to come and take measurements and see the plot and visit with you, it's in your own interest that we are careful with that move when we've not seen a signal of the funding coming. So it's a management, it's a balance. So we have the communities on our radar. Immediately we get opening. And the good news is that it's not all the time that we build cheap compounds with GOG funds. Sometimes with our bilaterals, you are lucky you get funding from Korea, Exim Bank. Sometimes you get funding from the World Bank as part of their P4R programs. Immediately we have funding from any source. These communities are likely to get our attention. That is what I have to say.
Okay, so we will take note of that assurance. And the Honorable MPs here wants to do a follow-up. From the Honorable Sanja Naja, please get ready. We are coming to your question. Yeah, please, Honorable.
Thank you, Chairman. Honorable Minister, I know this lose support not to you, who support to carry. Your predecessor made a promise to furnish the August House, the assessment. Honorable Chairman, 2 years down the line, he has not done that. And the ministry is assuring the committee again that assessment will be done. And the minister said they have some of the community on their list. I want to ask the minister, these 17 communities, which of them is part of the list?
Honorable, the way respectfully the ministry works is that the reports you are talking about, you invest resources into going to the field, preparing the quantities, the works and all that. More often than not, these works are also part of the funding you get to execute the projects. So the point I'm making is that more often than not at the ministry, questions like this that mention communities that need attention. It is questions like this that inform future programs. And so until you get the funding or a signal on the funding, you don't even have what it takes to go into all of them, do the technical works, produce reports and furnish parliament. So it's the limitation of resources that makes us tell you that it's our hope as a ministry that we get funding sources. But until we get the funding sources, these communities, all of them, can only be on our radar. When I say all of them, from the word go, you can't even start to prioritize. It is when you get funds. If the funds can build all in one district, you go ahead. But if the prioritization is such that others within that catchment area or the region should also benefit, out of the 17, maybe 4 or 3 will prioritize, and then others will also get some. Currently, to build one chip compound, the last one was at the cost of what? USD or Ghana cedis? Yes, so 1.6 million Ghana cedis for one, the last ones that were built. Of course, chip compounds are not like polyclinics or district hospitals. So once we get some funding, 17 times 1.6, you have an idea of how much you need for only this place. But you have a whole lot of districts that also need some attention. So, Honorable Chair, my point is that an MP who does this has done well. He puts all these communities on our radar. Thank you.